So what's going to happen when our missing array isn't empty, which means we have some problems with submitted information? Well, first of all, we're going to create two variables, before, which equals space, span, class equals, and we're going to give a name of the WARN for warning, double quote, semicolon, and after, which equals closing span tag. These are the wrappers for our messages. So for each now, the loop which will we will be looping through the validation array. Validation s key equals value. Now we're going to check if in array the key which we are checking from the validation array inside of the missing array, then what we want to do, we want to create variable starting with valid underscore and then dot and name of the key, and then we put before dot value from our validation array and the after variable, and then semicolon. So this statement will simply create the variable starting with the valid underscore and the name of the key for every single key which is inside of the missing array, and it will assign a value associated with the same key from the validation array. Which means if we, let's say, have name key inside of the missing array, then it will return this string and assign it to the variable called valid underscore name. Otherwise, it will assign it to valid underscore duplicate with this content. So that's how we've created our validation here. What we can do now, before we add the record actually to the database and display the confirmation message, let's go and let's actually try our validation here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go first to our category name, and inside of the table cell, before our input tag, let's put opening PHP tag and closing one, and then we're going to echo, and now we're going to type is set, if it's set, valid name, question mark, we're going to put valid name, otherwise null. What this statement does, it's like a easier version of doing something like that. If is set valid name, then echo valid name. So it's just a inline, like a one line actually statement, which does exactly the same thing as this one. Okay, so this is for the valid name only. Then if we copy the entire thing down and replace name in this variable with the duplicate, then we're also going to echo duplicate, otherwise we don't echo anything. So this statement should give us some results now if we press on an empty, if the field will be empty and we press on the add button. So if we refresh the page, click on add, hey, there we go. As you can see, our validation is working. So now we can move to the next video and we're going to start adding the records to the database.